The Wallace and Gromit Iceberg Explained. Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be making a video on the Wallace and Gromit Iceberg. This one was made by Reddit user InterestingPage543, so shout out to him. Wallace and Gromit is a claymation animation created by Nick Park. It was released back in 1989 and went for 4 seasons, and got a whole lot of movies. Anyway, let's get into the iceberg. Peter Sallis. Peter Sallis was the original voice actor for Wallace. Unfortunately, he died back in 2017. No Crackers Gromit. This entry on the iceberg is referring to this clip from the show.
No crackers, Gromit. We've forgotten the crackers.
Wallace likes cheese. Pretty self-explanatory. Wallace loves his cheese. Gromit mug. So pretty much there's this mug in the shape of Gromit's head. It's become really popular. I'm pretty sure it's because of some memes. But yeah, it's been cherished by everyone. Upcoming 2024 film. So it was announced that there would be a new Wallace and Gromit film that would release somewhere near Christmas in 2024. And 2024 is 2 years away, so why would they announce it now opposed to in 2024? I don't know. But yeah, new film coming out in 2 years. Hour of Poop? So it turns out there's a YouTuber named Hour of Poop, and pretty much what he does is that he makes strange, funny edits, some of which revolve around, well, Wallace and Gromit. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's what this entry on the iceberg is referring to. Look, here's one of the videos right now. The Quest for Cheese. So pretty much there's this YouTuber named Zach X Fuller, and in one of his videos, him and his friends play Garry's Mod. However, they all changed their player models to Wallace. No, not that Wallace, this Wallace. Anyway, now there are 2 versions of this, the Gmod version, which is longer, and the animated version, which is shorter, but in my opinion, more funnier. Anyway, the animations are quite funny, but sometimes it can get a bit creepy.
Time to consume!
It's the cheese!
Consume the cheese. Now it brothers. The cheese.
Connected universe with Shaun the Sheep. There's a theory saying that Shaun the Sheep and Wallace and Gromit are in the same universe. It's possible, but then again, it could just be people saying, look, the animation's the same. Therefore, it's in the connected universe. Now, it's up to you. That's why it's called a theory. But, I don't know. I'm yet to see any further proof. Liminal spaces. This entry on the iceberg is referring to how sometimes in the show, the set looks like a liminal space. Now, for those of you who don't know, a liminal space is pretty much a photo of some sort of area. And usually, there's not much things in that photo. Like, there's no people. Usually not that much stuff. And sometimes the photo looks like it was taken in the early 90s. So yeah, and the strange thing about liminal spaces is that it feels like you've been there before, like in one of your dreams or in real life. Something like that. So that's pretty much what a liminal space is, and what this entry on the iceberg is referring to. Statue in Preston. So pretty much on Earl Street, Preston, United Kingdom, there's a statue of Wallace and Gromit. WCCOC. Wallace's Cheesy Curse of Cheesiness is a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game themed around Wallace and Gromit. Now the story seems to involve Wallace and avoiding him, and you gotta eat his cheese. And honestly, I didn't look into this game, but it looks interesting. So yeah, who knows? Maybe one day I'll do a video on it. Wallage. According to Interesting Page, Wallage is a version of Wallace created by another YouTuber. Now, I could not find any photos of this, so if anyone knows where to find this, please let me know. Gromit animated using a lightsaber. Once again, I could find nothing on this, but according to Interesting Page, for a Star Wars Celebration, Aardman animated Gromit swinging a lightsaber, which would be pretty cool. Now, I can't find any images or videos on this, so if anyone has any access to them, please let me know. Hydraulic beanbag animations. There's a YouTuber named Hydraulic Beanbag, and pretty much one of his videos, well actually two of his videos, involve Wallace and Gromit, but it's different. They're 3D animations, and they're both pretty scary and unsettling. Yeah, that's pretty much what this entry is referring to. Live action skit. The Right Trousers is a live action version of Wallace and Gromit. It is cursed. Sean was in Mario Maker. I'm assuming that this entry on the iceberg is referring to the fact that Sean the sheep is in Mario Maker, but this is Wallace and Gromit we're talking about, not Sean the sheep. r/I'm sorry Gromit. r/I'm sorry Gromit is a subreddit where people post dark and scary fan art of Wallace. Sometimes it could be Gromit, but Jesus Christ, is this thing cursed? Well, this isn't. Wallace in Early Man. Early Man was a movie that got released in 2018. It's about a bunch of cavemen who play soccer, or football as they call it in the UK. Anyway, apparently there's an Easter egg to Wallace and Gromit in there. You can find the Wallace somewhere in the stadium, I'm pretty sure. Now, I checked everywhere. I could not find a scene nor an image that shows him. So it's possible this could not be true, but I googled it and it is true, but no images. So, yeah. I do own the movie on Apple, but I'm not gonna go rewatch the movie, so yeah. When Penguins Turn. On Wallace and Gromit, the cracking contraptions, we can see that Wallace is watching a documentary called When Penguins Turn. Wallace and Gromit are gods. Interesting Page created a theory on Reddit. This is how it goes. Wallace and Gromit are invincible, as they have survived the cold, airless environment of the moon. In the Cracking Contraptions episode with the TV, Wallace survives a would-be fatal ribcage injury when he gets hit in the aforementioned area. And proof for Gromit? He survived a plane crash in the wrong trousers and the curse of the were-rabbit. It's a pretty solid theory. All the evidence he provides are pretty solid. Now, the real question is it true that they're gods? Peter Sallis did not like cheese. Earlier I mentioned that Peter Sallis was the original voice actor for Wallace, and I also mentioned how Wallace loves his cheese. But it turns out in real life, Peter Sallis never liked cheese, which is pretty interesting, actually. Feathers McGraw's glove in Among Us. Feathers McGraw's was a character in The Wrong Trousers. He was seen wearing a rubber glove as a hat, which actually made it into Among Us, which was pretty cool. The 2005 fire. Sadly, back in 2005, a fire at one of Aardman's studios destroyed a lot of props for Wallace and Gromit. Now, I'll leave a link to the YouTuber Some Boy Online, who does a pretty good job explaining what happened. Gromit is a robot too. This is another one of Interesting Page's
theories.
Now, I tried finding the original post, but I couldn't find it. I checked his post history, couldn't find it. I googled it, couldn't find it. Now, it's possible that he took it down, or maybe I just accidentally skipped over it. But I used the Control F feature, so who knows. Japanese commercial. So there's this ad for some Japanese food, and it stars Shaun the Sheep and Wallace and Gromit. I almost said Wallace Gromit for a second there. But anyway. So yeah, I guess this kinda proves the fact that Shaun the Sheep and Wallace and Gromit are in the same universe. But this is a commercial, so it could not be canon. The Wallace Files. According to Interesting Page, the Wallace Files are a YouTube series created by, well, a YouTuber. I tried searching for this, but all that came up was the Walton Files. So yeah, I tried searching it up on YouTube and it didn't come up either, so... Wallace and Gromit assets in Gobble Buggy Racer. Gobble Buggy Racer was originally going to be a Wallace and Gromit themed racing game, but it was scrapped. But there are still some Wallace and Gromit assets left in the game, which is pretty cool. Awful scratch animations. According to Interesting Page, there are some awful scratch animations involving Wallace and Gromit. Now, I looked for some, and I couldn't find any. So, yeah, I just couldn't find any awful scratch animations. Bag o' shite. In The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, we see a fertilizer called Bag o' Shite. Not sure why it's this low on the iceberg, though. Wallage is canon. Earlier we discussed on what Wallage was. Wallage was a version of Wallace that was created by another YouTuber, like I said earlier. Anyway, there's a theory saying that it's canon, but honestly, I don't think so. Even the creator didn't even think so. And that was the Wallace and Gromit iceberg. It was kinda fun getting all this information and revisiting some bits of my childhood. Like I said, this iceberg was made by Reddit user Interesting Page 543, so once again, shout out to him. Anyway, I guess I'm no longer going to be making iceberg charts of my own, and instead I'm going to be getting them from other Reddit users, so yeah, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, if you enjoyed this iceberg, then make sure you like and subscribe. Have a nice day. You too.